Okay. Today we'll see the basics of shell scripting, part one. So we'll go to DevOps roadmap, shell scripting. We'll go to part one basics. So first we'll see today what is shell script. In simple terms, shell script is basically just putting all your Linux command in a single file and giving executable permission for that file so that the normal text file will behave as a shell script and then we can execute that file. And when we execute that specific file, all your commands will be executed in the linear sequential order. So that we call it as a shell script in simple terms. So what we'll do first, we'll create one file called test.sh and then we'll put all this content. We know already we know this echo command, pwd command, lsf and lart and this stat command. So we'll put all these commands into shell script file and then we'll run the shell script file. So that will execute all these commands in a sequential order. So first it runs echo command and then pwd and then it will run this echo command and this lsf and lrt command and finally this echo and it opens shows the contents of this file. So let's copy the content. Okay, so I'm into some Linux machine. So pwd, so I'm in /home/opc. So I created script folder. So let's go and say cd script. So here not no files are here. So let's create vi test.sh and then paste the content. So we have paste the content and let's save the file. Okay. So now when you create a file, so we create this file as a test.sh. So in generally we have the practice of putting .sh as a file extension when we write a shell script file. Okay, and by default, when you see new file we created, so it doesn't have the executable permission. So we have three types of permission here. So one is the read and then write, and the third one will be the executable permission. So, but for now, for even for user, it doesn't have the executable permission, and for group, it doesn't have the executable permission, and for others also, we don't have the executable permission. So after creating a shell script file, we need to give the permission chmod +x test.sh. After this, we check the file. So it turns into green color. And if you see the permission now, user is having executable permission, group, and even the others. Everybody is having the executable permission. So now you can run this shell script file. So when you want to run this shell script file, we have like a couple of ways to execute this file. So by simply typing /test.sh, we can run this file so that all the commands inside this file will be run in the sequential order. Okay, I'm going to press the enter. So now you can see it run the echo command first, present working directory. So it executed pwd command. It shows home/opc/script path and list all the files in the current folder. So in this folder, currently we have only one file test.sh, and then it is printing the content of /etc/os release file. So this is your content. Okay, let's clear the screen. So this is one of the way we can execute the shell script / and giving the file name. And other option is like giving the full path. So we already know we are in /home/opc/script. So let's type full path /home/opc script and the file name. So file name is test.sh. If you run this one, so it still works fine. So this is the second way we can run the shell script. And third way is using the your shell, the command itself. So we are using we are using the bash terminal, right? This is the bash shell scripting we are doing. So we can type the bash command and pass the file name test.sh, right? So this also works fine. So these are the three ways you can run your shell script. Okay, so now we completed this one. Okay, so different ways we have seen. Next, we'll see what is shebang. So shebang, even when this Linux shell script file, right? Vi test.sh. You can see the first line I was having something called ash and then exclamatory symbol /bin/bash. So this is called as the shebang. Actually, this only the symbol is called shebang. These first two characters, ash and the exclamatory symbol. So this we call it as a special character, which we tell it as a shebang. After this, we can pass our your interpreter. So we are writing this shell script, right? So this has to be executed by the Linux operating system. So which interpreter it has to use? So it can use either your bash, it can use your sh. So we already seen, right? We have different types of shells. We have like sh, bash, c shell, k shell, c shell. We have different types. Even using this script, right? We can run the Python programs also. So you can give your Python. Basically, here we are passing your full path of your script. We know where this bash is located, right? Let's go back. Uh, we'll check which bash. So, so bash is located in user bin bash, and then even it is located in slash bin slash bash. In two places it is located. So we can give the full path so that all these commands it can be executed using that bash interpreter. Okay. That's why. So shebang is a special line at the beginning of the shell script that tells the operating system which interpreter to use when executing the script. So whenever we write a script, we used to keep the first line. So it can be slash bin slash bash slash bin slash sh, or if you're using Z shell, we can pass zsh, or if you want to write some Python script, even you can pass bin slash Python. Okay. And after that, we'll put all our comments. So in our last sessions, we have, so yeah. So this we already we have different script we can pass. And now next is the file extension. So currently I have created a file extension like .sh, right? So even that .sh doesn't matter. Even you can create any file extension like .text file or anything you can create. So it doesn't matter the file extension. Even you can create a file without file extension. That is also works fine. We'll test quickly. So we have test.sh. Let's move this to test.sh to test. I rename this file to just test, so it doesn't have any file extension. So now if you run this file, I'm just typing only test the file name, enter, same, it works fine, no issue. Even if you pass it to similarly some other file extension, test.txt, if you want to keep it this as a text file, so even that doesn't matter, /test.sh, enter. So it works fine. Okay, so extension doesn't matter. And now, so if in the first line, if you didn't give any shebang, so in that case, whether the shell script will work or not, we'll see. Okay. So if no shebang is defined in a shell script, by default, it uses the default shell. The default shell is defined in a special environment variable called shell variable. So in this shell variable, if you echo and see, it will show which is the default shell it is using. Okay. So let's clear. Let's type echo $shell. Okay, so this is the variable name shell. If you enter, so it's using bin slash bash. Actually, it is using this default bash terminal. Even if you type some wrong command and enter it, it clearly tells it is using the bash terminal. Okay. So now we'll open our shell script. We'll remove the first line. So basically, we are going to remove our shebang. So we'll see without the bishang how it can identify this is a shell script and how it can execute. So I have removed the first shebang lines. Post it. So still test.txt /test.txt enter. So it is working fine. So actually it is taking the default bash from the shell variable and it can able to run, no issue, even if we are not running, not putting the shebang. But it's a better practice to put the shebang in the first line. Okay, that's fine. So this is the basic file name convention and like what is the first line in the shell script we have seen. Now we will go through like some samples of shell script. So in this repo, I have some couple of shell script files we'll go through. So let's go to, so this is the public repo. Let's go HTTPS. So if I don't have shell script, git clone. Okay, just clone. cd shellscript. So in this one, we have to go to 01 basics folder. So here I have the first shell script file, which is 01 printing hostname.sh. So this shell script is very basic one also. Just we are having the shebang definition, and then we are creating one variable called my hostname. So hostname we know when we run this command, it prints the your name of your the Linux system. So it just stores the output into this my system hostname variable, and then echo my system name is that what are the values stored in this variable will be printed on the screen. Okay. So first I'll in the hostname command, so we'll see what is the output. So when we rush to hostname command, it is storing new hyphen KHS. Okay. So let's go to 01 hyphen basics. We are going to execute the first file. 0. Okay. Okay, so here you can see the command cat 01 hyphen printing hostname. So this is having just this is the content. Okay. So we'll run this by ./01. So even you can see already executable permission is there. We'll just run this file. So it is telling my system name is new hyphen KTS. It runs the host name command. It stores to the variable, and while printing that environment variable, it prints the output which is stored inside that environment variable. Basically the shell variable. Okay. I will go to the next one. Okay. So in shell script, right, when we put all the commands in sequential order, it will execute one by one. But even if suppose if one command fails, what will happen? In shell script, if one command fails, still it proceeds to the next command, and then it just go on execute those commands. It just proceeds. It doesn't, even if some failure happens, it will not wait by default. Okay, we'll see that behavior. Before that, I want to show you, we already see what is the exit status, right? So let's say if you are running some command, so I'm running ls command, okay? So we want to see whether the last command is executed successfully or not. So we can check using echo $, which will show the status code of the last command. So it is shown 0. So 0 means the last command is executed successfully, which is 0. Let's say I'm running false command. So which basically it's showing it's executed, but actually it created a failure status code. We can check using echo question mark. So you can see 1. So in Linux, 0 is success. Apart from any number is a failure status code. Only 0 is success. So now actually when we run this false command, even though it just showing like executed, but actually it is failed. So it's showing a status code as 1. Maybe I will put some wrong command. Okay. Actually, this we know command not found, so it is not executed. Actually, this is a failed one. This also we can check. Echo question mark 127. So actually, some numbers will be there, but you can check this status code in the Google, and then you know the exact reason for this status code. Okay, clear. Now let's run this shell script. So first it is going to run pwd, the current working directory, and then it will check whether the last command is executed successfully or not. So it will show echo, it should be 0. And then we'll run false command, and then it should, when this false is executed, right, actually it is failed, but actually it should not go to the next command, but by default, it goes to the next command and prints the status code, and it goes to next command and next command. It prints till this one. So this is the default behavior. Okay. We'll run this script ./01 hyphen 1. So basically this file. Okay, so first of all, this file. So we're going to run this file. So this file doesn't have the executable permission. Let's give the permission. So plus next 01 hyphen 1 hyphen shell. dot one. Okay, now it is having the executive permission. Let's clear the string dot slash 01 dot one. Okay, let's run this one. So here you can see it. The first it prints the current working directory. It executes pwd command, which is 0 success code. Then it executes false command. The status code is 1. After that, it just prints two echo commands after error, and I am running fine. Okay, but this is not a good practice, right? So whenever there is any issue or any error in the shell script, we have to fail the script. Fail the shell script. We should not proceed further. So let's see how we can do that one. We'll go to the next shell script, which is like make shell script to fail on error. So whenever there is a error happens, it should fail there and it should not proceed further. We have this command called set-e. When we set this command, so shell scripting behavior will change. So whenever there is any error, it will not proceed further. It will fail your shell script. So when we run this command, it fails it. So after that, it should not execute all these commands. So this also we need ch executable permission 01i dot 2. Okay, we are given the executable permission, then 01 dot 2 make shell script to fail on error.sh. Enter. So here you can see it just printed only the first two outputs, 0 and then false command is executed, it is failed and it didn't proceed further. But in the last time we have seen it prints the echo command. So this time it fails, it doesn't proceed further because here you can see we have set the set-e. So because of this command, the behavior of the shell script changes. Okay. So next part, escape the error. So, okay, so even though we know now the false command, or even we can set the status code, exit one command is there, here we can set. If you set exit status code is 1, which means which is the failure. Okay, so that time how we can bypass the error means even though error is there, I don't care. It should go, proceed further and it should still work. Maybe some scenario will come in the real time. Like even if any error comes, we don't want to block the shell script. It should proceed further. Maybe some special case scenario whether it is pass or success, I don't want to care. We can just proceed further. In that case, what we can do? I 01. Let's clear the screen. So before that, I want to run the same script, I 01-2 dot to make sure to failure dot error dot. So in this one, last time we used false, right? So I will show you how exit one will work. So exit one also same behavior. Exit one means which will fail the script. Okay. It should not know, it should not print echo comments. Dot slash 01 dot 2 make shell script to fail on error. Okay, so it even on failure it doesn't print the echo comments. So it works fine. But now we'll go the escape the error. So even on error it should escape it. Ch no plus x 01-3 so 3 escape the error. Okay, cat 01.3 escape the error. So here you can see it using the exit command one, but still we are bypassing it. Dot slash 01.3. Okay, here you can see even though exit command is failure one, it runs the we use the pipe symbol and we make it as a success. So the status command of this whole line becomes success, which is 0. And that's why it goes to the next command. Both the echo commands was executed successfully. So this is some rare scenario, maybe some special case when you write the shell script, like you want to like bypass some errors, you can do this one. Next part, if condition. So now we are going into the exact shell scripting feature. So we have like if condition, like if you are meeting this specific condition, you do this one or not, you do the other one. So like that we can define. Okay, so basic one. So we are creating one variable called count equal to 1. If this variable is equal to 100, then it will print count is 100, else it will print count is not 100. So very simple if condition. This condition is satisfied, it will print the first echo command, else it will print this echo command. Okay. So in count, the value will come like 1, which is equal to 100. No. So in that case, it will print count is not 100. Okay, where it is 02. Here it is. So it's already having executable permission. Dot slash 02 if condition dot sh enter. Okay, it is failing command not found. Count is not under some issues. Let's check notification 02. Count is equal to actually we are using the bash. We should use the two brackets, but it's fine. We can use single bracket also. Echo count. Okay, things looks fine. Let's see shebang slash in slash bash. Okay, so now it is fine. Maybe actually we missed the shebang, and even maybe that space also matters. After the square bracket, we have to give the proper space. Okay, so this is fine. Count is not under a disconnect. Let's reopen the file. Now let's change this count value to 100. Count is 100. So this time the condition matches, it prints count is 100. Okay. So like this, you can have some logical condition when you write some script. Next. So next we'll check whether the file is present or not. Okay. So we know this file slash etc os-release. So we cannot blindly open this file or we cannot blindly write any content to this file. So first we want to check whether this file is present or not. Otherwise, your shell script might fail, right? So this is like some exception we have to do. Then we have to do some operation on top of this file. Okay. Let's go. Okay. So this is the file name 02 chmod x 02.2 star. We can use this star so that it can run execute on all these three files. So for three characters is matching, right? So and then you run this one, you can see all the files it gives you executable permission. Welcome button. Okay, let's run this file press dot slash 02.2 check file present or not dot sh. So it's telling slash etc os release exists. So file is present. Okay. Maybe I want to one more example I want to show you 02.2 hyphen check. So I will create one file.sh file.sh. Okay. So now let's check. I want to create some new file here. I want to just create hello.txt some file. So this file is currently not in my current directory. So it will check if this file is present or not. If not, what we have to do? Else, if the file is not present, in that case, what we have to do? We can create the file. So we can create touch um, dollar file equal created from Shellscript. We are creating this file and we are putting some content into this file. The file name is $5. Sorry, not hash, it should be dollar. Okay. So first the condition, if the file is there, it will just go file exists. But if the file is not there, it will go and create the file, empty file, and then it will put content, this content into the file. Okay. Let's close this. Okay. So before that, I make sure here you can see we don't have that allo.txt file. Let's run /file.sh. Okay. It doesn't print any output, but when we do ll command, it created, because the file is not present, it created the file and it has written some content to the file. Cat hello.txt, it tells created from the shell script. So this kind of small operations we can automate using the shell script. Day by day we'll see some uh, good scenarios. Okay, so maybe I didn't tell about this command. So we use this test command to check whether the file is present or not. So I will directly execute the command. So test is one command it's used to check whether the file or folder is present or not. So -f, we can tell hello.txt. It didn't tell anything, so which means the file is there. But if I tell hello.txt, so tell.txt, this file is not there, it will throw. It doesn't throw, but actually it sets the status code to failure. Echo dollar question mark. You can see exit code is 1, so which is a failure. The file is not present. Similarly, you can check for folder also. Test -b whether I want to check whether any Vignesh folder is present here. We already know no, there is no Vignesh folder here. So I'm running test-d. Maybe I'll put money. So some folder. So money folder is not there. I'll run once again and then check dollar. So this time also it is 1, which is a failure. So using this command, you can check the whether file is present or not, or the folder is present or not. So based on that, you can create the folder or file if it is necessary. Okay. So instead of this test command, we have some other syntax, which is single bracket or double square bracket. So we have used test command last. So here we can use, instead of, okay, we can use a single bracket like this, or we can use the double bracket also. Um, vi single bracket. Let's change this. Okay. So now we run this file 02.2.1. Check file single bracket dot sh. Okay, so it still works. /os list exists. So similarly, we have the double square bracket, which is this one. Let's put double square bracket. Actually, single and double square bracket will work fine with bash, but a double square bracket will not work fine with sh, the normal sh. But single bracket will work fine with sh and bash both. But double will work smoothly only in the bash, not in sh. /02.2.1 tab check file double bracket dot sh. Okay, so this is working fine. Okay, all good. Thank you.